Hey friends, welcome with another exciting video. Today we are going to talk about something you see every single day. Every morning when you wake up and look outside your window, you see it. When you walk to school, when you go to the market, when you travel to another city, it is always there. We are talking about transport. Buses, cars, trains, ships, all the vehicles and words around them. And trust me, once you learn these words, you will start using them in your daily life. Just listen carefully. You don't have to do anything. When you hear English again and again, you will understand it naturally. So just listening is already helping you. Second, listen, pause, and repeat. After I say a sentence, pause the video. Then say the same sentence with yourself. This is the best way to improve your speaking. Okay, stay with me. Let me start by telling you something about my morning routine, because this is the best way to learn. Every morning, I wake up, I get ready, and then I leave my house. And the very first thing I see on the road every single day is a bus. Now, a bus is a very large vehicle. It has many seats inside. Many people sit in it together and travel from one place to another. You don't need your own car. You just go to the bus stop. Wait, the bus comes, you get in, you pay a small amount. Simple, right? I love the bus. It is cheap, it is easy, and honestly, you get to see so many people and so many things while you are sitting by the window. When I was a child, I did not take a regular bus. I used to take a school bus. A school bus is a special bus. It is only for students. In many countries, it is painted yellow, so everyone can see it clearly on the road. Every morning, it would come to my street, make a loud honking sound, and all the children in my neighborhood would run out of their houses with their school bags and jump inside. I remember, we used to sit together, talk, laugh, sometimes do last-minute homework. Yes, I am not ashamed to say that. The school bus was more than just transport. It was the beginning of every school day. Now, let me tell you about something even bigger. Something that doesn't travel on small roads. Something that travels on a railway track with a loud sound. Now, let's talk about train. A train is a very long vehicle. It is made of many parts, connected together. We call those parts carriages. And a train runs on a special road made of metal lines called a railway track. I remember the first time I sat in a train. I was very young. My family was traveling to visit relatives in another city. When the train started moving, I was looking outside the window and everything was going so fast. Trees, fields, small houses, rivers, everything was flying past me like a movie. That feeling, I will never forget it. Now, let me tell you about a giant on the road, a truck. Very large and heavy vehicle. It does not carry people usually. It carries things, heavy things, like food from farms, furniture, construction materials, boxes from factories. Have you ever been on a highway and a big truck passed next to you? It's huge, right? Sometimes it makes the whole road shake a little. That's the truck doing its job, carrying goods from one city to another, sometimes even from one country to another. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been walking down the street and suddenly you hear a very loud sound, and all the cars on the road start moving to the side to make space? That sound is coming from an ambulance. An ambulance is a special vehicle. It is used in emergencies. When someone is sick or injured and needs to go to the hospital very quickly, the ambulance comes. It has doctors or medical helpers inside. It has medicines and equipment, and it moves very fast because every second matters when someone's life is in danger. That loud sound it makes, we call it a siren. An ambulance is one of the most important vehicles in the world. When you see one, always give it space. Now, just like the ambulance, there is another vehicle with a siren, another vehicle that people respect and make way for: the police car. A police car is used by police officers. When there is a crime, an accident, or any kind of trouble, the police car reaches to that place. It is usually a special color. In many countries, it is black and white, or white and blue, or white and green. Like the ambulance, a police car also has a siren and flashing lights, so people can see it and hear it coming from far away. Now let's talk about car. I think everyone knows the car. Almost every family has one. A car is a small vehicle. It usually has 4 wheels and can carry 4 to 5 people comfortably. You use it to go to work, to school, to the market, to visit friends and family. A car is personal transport. It is yours. You drive it yourself, or someone drives it for you. Next one is van. A van is bigger than a car, but smaller than a bus. It can carry more people or more things. Many businesses use vans to deliver products. For example, when you order something online and a vehicle comes to your house to deliver the package, that vehicle is often a van. Also, some schools use vans instead of big school buses. Some families who have many members also use vans because they need more space. Okay, we are getting to the really interesting ones now. When I was about 8 years old, my uncle gave me a gift, something I had wanted for a very long time. It was red. It had 2 wheels, 2 pedals. It was a bicycle. A bicycle is a simple vehicle. It has 2 wheels, and you use your legs to push the pedals that makes it move. I used to ride my red bicycle every afternoon after school. Today, many adults also ride bicycles for exercise, for the environment, or simply because they enjoy it, because bicycles are healthy, clean, and do not cause pollution. Let's talk about motorcycle. A motorcycle is like a bicycle, but it has a powerful engine. You do not need to pedal. The engine does the work. In many countries, motorcycles are very popular because they are cheaper than cars and they can move easily through traffic. Delivery men use motorcycles. Young people love motorcycles. A person who rides a motorcycle is called a rider. Now let's talk about a Jeep. A Jeep is a strong, heavy vehicle. It is designed to go on difficult roads with no proper surface. Regular cars cannot go on those roads easily, but a Jeep can. You often see Jeeps in the army, in police forces, and in places like forests, deserts, and mountains. I once went on a trip to the mountains with my family, and the road was so rough and uneven that our regular car was struggling. Then someone suggested we hire a Jeep, and that Jeep went over every rock like it was nothing. It was incredible. And now We are leaving the road. We are going to the water. A ship is a very large vehicle that travels on water, on the sea, or the ocean. Some ships are so large that they carry hundreds of cars, thousands of boxes of goods, or even thousands of passengers. When countries want to send large amounts of goods to other countries, they use ships. This is called shipping, and it is how most goods in the world travel. There is also passenger ships called cruise ships. They are like floating hotels. People go on holiday on them. Imagine sleeping, eating, swimming, all while traveling across the ocean. Here, I saved something special for the end. We already talked about ships, those giant vehicles that travel across oceans. But what about something smaller? Something you might see on a river, a lake, or near a beach? That is a boat. A boat is smaller than a ship. It travels on water too, but usually on rivers, lakes, or close to the shore of the sea. A boat can be small, just enough for 2 or 3 people, or it can be a little bigger for fishing or short trips. In my life, I once went on a boat ride on a river. It was a small wooden boat. The man who was driving it, we called him the boatman, was using a long stick to push the boat forward. The water was calm and clear. We could see fish swimming below us. That was one of the most peaceful experiences of my life. No rush, no traffic, just the gentle sound of water. Now, do you see the difference between a ship and a boat? A ship is very large. It carries thousands of tons of goods or hundreds of passengers. A boat is small. It travels on rivers, lakes, or near the coast. It carries a few people. Same water, but very different sizes. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it felt like we were just talking, because that is exactly what I wanted. Natural English, simple English, English that you can use in your life. Now, here is your little homework, and I promise it is fun. When you go outside, I want you to look at every vehicle you see and say a sentence about it in English in your head, or say it out loud. You see a bus? Say, "That is a bus. It is a large vehicle. It has many seats inside." You see a truck? Say, "That is a truck. It carries heavy things." Do that every day, and I promise your English will grow faster than you think. Thank you so much for watching. Keep going, and I will see you in the next video.